Thank you for tuning in to another episode of WGC Fits. Today we are going to be talking about the Titleist T350. This is a new window into the game improvement line for them. We are going to be looking at kind of how the club looks and feels from Ian's point of view, and then some kind of tech overview and kind of what kind of player we're going to be looking at. So Ian, let's start off here. Go ahead and tell us what you think kind of over the ball, hitting a couple shots.
So is this replacing the 400 or the 300?
This is technically replacing the 300, but they're doing it with a little bit of a different window than they have before. So one of the big things about this club this year is the forged face. Oh. So hollow construction, forged face, you have the kind of dual tungsten kind of weighting going on. And then the other thing that Titleist is really kind of pushing right now is on all of their irons, they actually are having kind of like a Vokey-inspired bounce and sole on the club. So really kind of putting a premium on ground interaction, which is, to be fair, something that I always thought Titleist did really, really well. So should be pretty good.
Looks very non-gimmicky on the back. Mm-hmm. Just like sleek and
very straightforward. I actually really like the design window they tried to go with this year, which is just straightforward and to it, you know?
Yeah.
Now this club is a little bit stronger in loft. We're kind of looking at that kind of modern game improvement loft window. So we're at 29 degrees on this guy.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a big 7-iron, but we should still be able to get the ball plenty high and everything due to that tungsten weighting that they got going on. So forged face, hollow body, tungsten weighting, 29 degrees aloft, captain ball speed. Let's see what you got.
That went really high.
That went really far. Now, obviously, this is not something that you would play.
No.
Right? But it still would go to show if we have something that kind of feels a little bit better, let's say, than the general game improvement iron. That's kind of something that I think would be a benefit and that Warren's talking about here. So
it doesn't feel hollow, I guess, off the first one. Mm-hmm. But I think I thinned that a smidge.
You got a little thin on that one. Your spin went up quite a bit.
Let's see what we got.
That was the anti-thin.
What?
That was the anti-thin.
That was the anti-thin. Well, we're testing out the playability.
Mm-hmm. Ground interaction, you know. That's what the premium is on right now.
Well, we got the thin one, we got the chunky one. Let's try to hit the good one.
Somewhere right in the middle would be great.
Yeah, there we go.
That's a little better.
Whee!
What I will say is it does have a little bit of a louder sound than I would have expected.
It is kind of loud.
And I think that that's coming from the hollowness, but I don't think normally loud is offensive to me. It doesn't sound offensive.
No? Okay. I'm used to my irons where they're pretty muted. So
yeah.
To me, everything's loud.
Totally different club, though.
That was a good struck one. Or well struck, I guess.
That's going to go really far.
There's my pole little fade. Yep.
About what I expected there.
I'll carry.
Now, you are hitting it quite high, but you're not hitting it crazy, crazy high. So We're moving forward. So if you are someone who needs, some help, but still has some good amount of speed to them, that's a good sign. Because often when you have that center of gravity super, super low, when you have a lot of speed, the ball just goes too high. Yeah. So this is good. This is looking fairly playable.
I remember other game improvement stuff I've tested. I've hit 150 before.
Yes.
Height-wise. So.
And we don't want to see that.
We do not want to see 150.
That's a bit much.
That's a little too much. But other than that, this is a pretty good iron. For who we're trying, or for who's trying to hit it.
Well, let's talk about that, right? Like, this is the guy who needs some help. This is the guy who is kind of still discerning about what that club looks like. Because I think from a game improvement window, shape and feel of this is pretty good. I think that there's definitely things out there that have a big ear and a chunkier profile, and things that have a worse sound and feel to this. So
it's like a player's iron, just a little thick on the top. Really,
honestly, what this kind of very much reminds me of, and I know it's a little bit different, but this really much reminds me of the Hot Metal Pro from Mizuno. Something that's got a lot of help and stuff like that, but doesn't have a super, super chunky profile.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good thing. You know, the more clubs that we can get that live in a window like this, I think the better, personally.
All right, one more.
Yep, give me one more here.
Save the best one for last.
Hopefully.
Oh, yeah, that was the best one.
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
There's my pull cut.
That was a very good shot.
You know, it doesn't have too much offset either, which is I like. Mm-hmm. So,
like I said, I really do think that this is relatively playable, even though it's a fairly strong loft, and your spin hasn't been like crazy on it and anything. So I think it's going to be a relatively kind of mid to maybe mid-low spin kind of game improvement iron, which again is kind of pretty par for the course.
Yeah, well, actually, 6,800 for a 29-degree lofted 7-iron is pretty good, actually.
No, it's really good, right? And you're kind of sitting right there. Now, I think a lot of that's coming from the speed, right? You know, I don't think that your average guy is going to be coming in here swinging this 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, the numbers, like I said, I think that it's pretty good. And I will say from the fitting window, we have seen a little bit of success. These are pretty new still, but people have loved them so far. The feedback has been good in the fitting bay.
And the only thing about the spin part is I've hit a game improvement iron. I've gotten like 4,000.
Well,
so to see it stay at 6.
And I remember which ones you're talking about there. Those are very low spin. Yeah. Like those aren't being shy about it. Those are trying to hit the ball as far as humanly possible.
Yeah.
These are trying to be a little more playable.
Yeah.
You know,
which I like.
And I think that exactly. I think
that's
a
lot
good
of people
thing.
would like it.
Mm-hmm. I think it's very appropriate. So if you guys are interested in checking out the new T350s or getting fit for them, come see us at Windmill Golf Center. We'll get you hooked up. Have a good one. Like and subscribe, guys.